Hello and welcome to this video. So today I want to show you how to turn AI generated music into high quality music. So let's dive right in. Today I like to share 5 tips how to turn an AI generated track into something that isn't just a one-to-one copy. It will have the same mood, same style and same musical direction as your AI generated track. Step 1. Put your track into Cubase or any digital audio workstation you are using. Listen to your track and set some markers where you find the track most inspiring. So this could be a catchy hook melody. This could be an emotional chord progression. It could be an interesting texture or any sound design that sparks some inspiration with you. Alright, now we have our markers. Let's move on to the next step. Step 2. Signature and timing. Now let's listen to the track with the metronome and try to find out what BPM we are, what kind of time signature we have, and the key signature. Cubase offers a chord track, so you can load in your Suno track into the chord track and it will give you some generated chords you can start with. But notice, so AI generated music has some problem with time and consistency, so try to match it roughly. You don't need to be very precise on this. Because the Suno track will only be a reference we will get rid of later on. Alright, step 3. Transcribe by ear. Now the fun part. Let's recreate the core ideas by ear. Start with a simple piano roll and try to get in the core melody idea or the chord progression. So in my case it was a simple guitar line and then some slow violins, and then I had marked the percussion part I really liked, and in the end there was a violin ostinato I really liked. But do not copy it 100%, just do it roughly. We don't want to get into the copyright issue here. You can play around with the notes and with the timing, just be a bit creative here. Alright, so we got our main ideas down. Let's move on to the next step. We are at step 4 now. We're building a structure. So I start with the intro first. I'm putting a drone down and then I have my guitar playing the first melody notes. I didn't copy the Suno one, I just used fewer notes than the original one. I added a violin and some harmonica to set the Wild West mood. In the next part, I use shakers, percussion and drums to set the drive of the piece. I add a bass and layer it to give it some warmth. Now I'm adding more guitar layers to open up the sonic field. I now create a quieter part to slow down a bit and release the tension. The Suno track doesn't really have the concept of tension and release, it just goes on. For the end, I bring all elements together to have something like a climax. And then I fade all instruments out to have a natural ending. So step 5, mix and master it. To lift the music to its full quality, you have to mix and master it properly. Use EQ to give the instruments some space. And my favorite thing is to use some panning on the guitars. So we're pretty much done. So let's compare the Suno track with our new track. What you can hear here in the Suno track is it's very inconsistent. The quality lacks and you can hear a lot of those audio artifacts that tells you, oh, this was AI generated. So my track has no artifacts like this. It uses high quality sampled instruments. And the bonus part here is, if you send this track to a developer, you can highly adapt to feedback. So the main question is why? So why would someone work like that? Actually, there are a few real-world reasons for it. So sometimes indie games have really low budget and they need a music really quick. But sometimes clients have found an AI track they really like, but they don't want to get into copyright trouble. It can also speed up the process for a composer to get a final result. So what's the downside? Well, AI will not replace composers tomorrow, but clients expect a faster turnaround. The budget gets pushed lower, and now temp music becomes good enough. Originality becomes harder to notice, and some clients are not valuing music anymore. And mentally, it can be hard for a composer, because they spend years of learning something that now looks very automated from the outside. But at the same time, I think this will push composers to focus on what makes their music original and unique. So what AI can't take you is your own taste, your own style, your own emotions, and your creative decision making. AI will not disappear overnight. Maybe it's not about composer versus AI. Maybe it's about composers who know how to use those tools and still stand out. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.